Real estate investors, are you getting 1,300% return on investment? 1,300% return, let's say in 18 months. Return on capital investment. Everybody believes investing in real estate is one of the best long-term investments. Key point is long-term investments. It takes 15 to 30 years for real estate to double in value. How long does it take if you were to invest the same amount of money into a small business? How long does it take to double your capital? 2 or 3 years, 4 years maximum? So, of course, this is well-designed businesses, and that's all we do. We design businesses. We have been designing businesses now for 40 years. We've created 1,000 millionaires. We've helped create 1,000 millionaires by helping them redesign their businesses or start a business and using branding and differentiation to create an unfair advantage and using systems so the clients see them as overqualified to do whatever work they're doing. So, and this is why, there's a 96% failure rate in business, and this is probably why it scares you, which means 96% of companies never see their 10th birthday. Because of our systems, because we've been studying businesses now for 40 years, comparing company A, company B, who are doing the exact same thing, one does 1 million, one does 20. Why? Well, systems. We call them the 33 tools. We call it the business blueprint. We call it branding and differentiation and all the other leverage tools. Some companies know how to use strategies to attract quality talent. Others don't. Some companies know how to motivate their employees. Others don't, right? So it's studying those companies that are doing the exact same service or product and say, okay, what is this company doing this company doesn't know about, right? So again, that's the 33 tools. So going back to real estate, we have a number of clients who are looking for funding, right? And are prepared to give you an equity stake. So what happens? If a company is designed to go from $0 to $10 million in 2 to 3 years, you're going along for that ride. That company is doubling every couple of years, right? The exit strategy is generally 3 to 5 years down the road. So if you invest, let's say $50,000 into a company that grows to $10 million in, let's say 3 to 5 years, you're going around for that ride. What's the return on capital investment from $50,000 to $10 million? Let's say you bought a 10% stake in the company, right? Or you invested and you got 10% of the company, and it's the hands-off. Can you think of a truly hands-off type of investment? Is stocks hands-off? Kind of, but you still have to watch it and unless it's, invest in Pepsi or Microsoft or Facebook or whatever it is, and you forget about it for 10 years, that's truly hands-off. But is real estate hands-off? Not really, because you got to maintain the tenants, or you're flipping real estate, or you're doing conceptual investing, and that still requires a lot of work. But when you invest in small businesses, and the small business comes with a management consultant like me, who redesigns the company, who help create really talented culture in the company, and there's a profit sharing plan, and we're using all the leverage tools, and the company has every advantage possible. Of course, that company is going to grow to $5 or $10 million. And what is your 50,000 or 10,000 investment or $500 investment going to look like in 2 or 3 years when they exit? And by the way, we have syndicates of companies looking to buy these companies because they're looking for specific types of companies. For example, we have a syndicate that will buy all our landscaping businesses. Why landscaping? Well, because landscaping generally signs in the commercial sector 2 to 5 year contracts, maintenance contracts. So when the syndicate buys these businesses, they're buying guaranteed income because of these contracts. So and they use the entrepreneur program, so they sell it to people who want to immigrate into Canada, US, and get to the front of the line in terms of immigration. So there's a lot of programs that make sense, and that's why these companies grow at a fairly good rate. And this is why we have a 1% failure rate, because we have exit strategies for these companies, and we have a list of CEOs that will come in to these companies to help them grow from $1 million to $10 million. So we have all the tools in place. We have 30 subcontractors to help us do this. We also help manage a group of 324,000 business owners who are ready to retire and will sell us the business for $1 because they're part of the exit strategy. They maintain some equity in the company and they're part of the exit strategy, right? Otherwise, you're just going to shut down your business after 20 or 40 years, right? So we have all these tools in place, but we need more investors. So we're trying to convince people that investing in real estate is fine. Keep 90% of your investments in real estate. Take 10% and try us out for one business. Because once you get an exit, like the one that I'm talking about, you're going to want to do another and another and another and another, right? So here's a question for you. Would you consider investing outside of real estate? Is 1,300 a realistic expectation for your capital return on your capital investment? Maybe we should have a conversation. Type yes below if you'd like to have more information, or if you'd like to see some of the projects. I'll send you a spreadsheet of some of the projects that we're currently working on, and we even prioritize the projects on the spreadsheet. We give you the pitch from the owner of the company. It's generally a 20-second elevator pitch that generally is 5 minutes, because the companies are not quite well designed yet. And we show you the website, we show you who they are, their contact information, everything you need to know. So if you want to have lunch with them or a Zoom call with them or whatever it is, do that. We don't hide anything, because we're here to create long-term relationships. I don't want to put you into one company then say goodbye. I want to put you into multiple projects, and that requires trust, and trust requires transparency, and that's why I send you the spreadsheet, and that's why a lot of these things I post on YouTube or TikTok, so you can see all the workings behind the company, and so you can compare it where they are now, what they're doing now, to the business blueprint, and what the difference is. And if you don't believe it can be done, then don't invest. It's that transparent. So type yes below if you'd like to know more. We'll talk again soon. Take care.